Up next on this episode of Fully Involved, Gresham Fire's first fire engine gets a new home. We dive deep into wildfire prep and highlight e-bike battery dangers and hit some big summer events with our Fire Marshal's office. Hi, I'm Deputy Fire Marshal Brandon Baird. For nearly a century, Old Betsy has been a symbol of Gresham Fire's proud history. Today, thanks to a remarkable collaboration, Gresham Fire's first engine is getting a new home it deserves. Let's hear from the people closest to the project and learn why preserving this 1928 beauty is such a great benefit to our community.
We have a picture of Old Betsy on Main Street, and I don't even think the street was paved. And firefighters are hanging off of it.
So we were told like forever that this rig was here, and we never heard of it or seen it, so it was crazy.
It had been in storage, and even in storage, it gets dusty.
And so when we pulled her out, and we had to get the mice out, and we saw the damage to the seats, I immediately said, like, that's just not right. And now Old Betsy is going to have a new home showcased out in front of City Hall. The Gresham Volunteer Firefighter Association, the 1062 professional firefighters, and the city have all come together to create something that is for the good of the whole community.
Old Betsy is a 1928 American LaFrance. The historical perspective is that it is Gresham's first motorized piece of fire equipment that the city bought in 1928. And the city has had it since, well, we're coming up, oh my gosh, pretty soon close to 100 years old. The last time that I ever saw that pumping was at the hydrant there by the post office at Powell and Miller. The old Multnomah County Fairground, the grandstands burnt, and that was early 70s.
What's super exciting is she still runs today. The Volunteer Firefighter Association has kept her in tip-top shape.
It's a great part of Gresham history, and the volunteers did a great job restoring it, so it should be something on display for all to see. And so working with Greg over the years, and we got excited when this project came up.
Local 1062 and the Volunteer Association came together, and behind us is the byproduct of that.
And you can see, I think it's symbolic of the dedication and hard work that each firefighter brings to the community and the literally decades of history and experience we've had as a city.
So the push-in ceremony goes back to the 1800s in the fire service. So with horse-drawn apparatus, they would put the horses away, and then they would have to push the apparatus back into the bay. Into the station. So that's kind of where this all came from. It goes back a long time in the fire service, so you generally, anytime there's a new apparatus or event like this with an old apparatus that's being put on display, then we all get together and push it in.
As wildfire activity ramps up across Oregon, many residents are asking the same question: am I prepared? To help answer that, we sat down with Gresham Fire's Assistant Chief and the city's emergency manager for a practical discussion on protecting your family and property. Here are some highlights, and don't miss the full program available on the city's YouTube channel.
Since this is not our first wildfire season that we've ever had, a lot of preparation happens, and it usually starts after the first of the year. On the state level, the Oregon State Fire Marshal's office coordinates our responses across the state for greater fires. This year, we've already deployed 3 rigs to fires across Oregon. None of them were in our area. We still have rigs that are still out there.
What should every household have in place before a wildfire season?
A conversation and a robust, diverse group of friends. Lots of research demonstrates that our community connections or our social capital is really what helps us be resilient when there's a disaster. And it doesn't have to be difficult. Having a conversation and having a bunch of friends is something that is fun to do. And the conversations with the family, I would say during meals, you can ask, what if something happened and we were all at home? What if something happened and you were at school and I was at work?
E-bikes, e-scooters, and electric mini motors are becoming a common sight across our communities. They're convenient, fun, and often a great alternative to driving. But with their growing popularity comes an important safety reminder. Beyond wearing a helmet and riding responsibly, owners should be aware of the lithium-ion batteries that power these devices. Under certain conditions, those batteries can overheat and catch fire, creating a serious hazard. We spoke with our battalion chiefs about the dangers of lithium-ion battery fires, what causes them, and the steps everyone can take to be safe.
So some of the hazards are the fact that people will purchase aftermarket chargers and cords, and you need to use the charger and cord that is made for that specific device or appliance or bike or scooter, because they're rated for amperage and some of them are different. So that can become a hazard by overcharging. Then those cells become projectiles. So as they heat and off gas, then they basically explode, and then you've got a burning fireball wherever they land. So they are very dangerous.
It has to be a UL listed device. Don't buy the cheap battery just because it's cheap. You might regret that later. And when they do burn, they burn really hot. Don't plug them into all one-in outlet in your home. Choose wisely where you're going to put that and where you're going to store it. If you have a storage space that is away from your living space, that has power where you can charge your batteries, that's preferable as well. We've had several fires in apartments, which creates a bigger hazard for us as well, where we have to put out fires that are adjacent to other people's living spaces. So it's a hazard.
From festivals and fairs to community celebrations, some of the biggest events of the year rely on our fire inspectors working behind the scenes to keep things safe. Along the way, they also get the chance to meet residents, build relationships, and share important fire safety information. Let's take a look.
That's nice. Yeah.
Nice and loud so you know it's working. And you're supposed to do that once a month.
Wow, okay, yeah. I don't.
So a lot of times when we come out to these public events, applicants submitted a special event inspection. They also applied for a permit through our application process. We walk through, we check fire extinguishers.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's see your extinguisher. You looked very proud to show it off.
What happened when we were in Choctaw?
We also check to make sure that if there's cooking vendors here, that they have applied to the city of Gresham to have a food cart permit. We check their cooking operations as well as individual tents. We go through, evaluate that, make sure that it's safe for just everybody to congregate. Thanks to that levy, we were able to fund additional positions to where we can allocate additional resources out to these events. And not only do the inspection, but we are able to come out here and attend the events ourselves. And we set up tents and hand out educational materials.
For like fire drills in the home.
Oh yeah, we should probably have.
Yeah, definitely. It's a good idea. Know 2 exits, right?
Yes.
Know where your family's meeting, who's in charge of the little one, who's getting them out, right?
Okay, yes.
That's just a lot of good safety information in there. So
It's good to have.
definitely.
It's really important for safety, and people are really busy setting up. They're excited about the event, and sometimes they miss things. So it's good. It's great education.
The Gresham Fire Department has been a great partner in working with us, making sure that safety is the #1 priority for our constituents, and most importantly also that people have fun, and Gresham Fire helps that make that happen.
And that's a wrap for this episode of Fully Involved. Thanks for watching and being part of our growing community. If you enjoyed this show, please share it with your friends, family, and colleagues. It really helps us reach more people. Until next time, stay safe out there.